Good morning, it's me. I'm back. I'm Stephanie Flath, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm coming to you live on Facebook at 10:31 a.m. on Wednesday. What is the date? The 17th, November 17th. And sorry, there's so much darkness around. This is really, really bright right now, so sorry, I just have brightness on me. So, all right, while you're getting on, make sure that you let me know when you're here. And while you're getting on, I'm going to pull myself up on my computer so that I can see all your comments. Let me see. Hi, Sherry. Ooh, sorry. My thing's going to be weird this morning. And Jamie, hi, good morning. And Carrie, hello. I'm so glad that you're here. Oh man, this is gonna bug me. Okay, I gotta see how it will. I'm so sorry. I think I actually need a new gooseneck holder thing because it's just not wanting to do what I want it to do. Just a second. I'm gonna completely lift it up. This is not even the way that it normally is. We're gonna struggle today, sorry. I was just thinking, you know what, I'm not sure that this is gonna bend and hold the way that I want it to anymore. And so sorry, now it should be good, but now I'm gonna struggle to put it back down because it's like way up. Weird, I don't know how these are supposed to go, but. So hello, I'm so glad that you're here. I see Marlene is on. I don't know who else said hi. Oh, Jamie is on. Hello. So, we are in the middle. Yeah, exactly. Good rainy morning. It's such a dreary day. They're the kind of days that I just want to take a nap all day long. Boy, that light is just really bugging me. Just washing me out. Sorry, I don't know how to fix it because there's not enough light coming from over there. So, hi Terry. So we are in the middle of a promotion, a sale. Stampin' Up! Announced a sale. I don't remember when they announced it, but it started yesterday, Tuesday, and it goes through tomorrow. Cardstock. Okay, so this is all from the annual catalog. It's not at all from the mini catalog. Cardstock is on sale. It's discounted 10%. Ink pads are discounted 15%, and dies are discounted 20%. So some of those dies that are all by themselves that you sort of just want the die, it's a great time to do it. The stitched greenery, the tailored tags, what else is all by itself? I don't know, but somebody mentioned the, because I don't know that I would want the whole set, but somebody mentioned, Christine mentioned last night, the, Give It a Whirl, is that the name of the dies? The one where you can spin it, like, you make it and you can spin on there. It's a good time to get those. Anyway, so ink pads, just a quick mention, the bundles themselves, the bundles of ink pads aren't included in this, and the Stampin' Up! Called it third-party inks. So like StazOn, Memento, Versamark, that's somebody else manufactures those aren't included either. But like even I had somebody order shimmery cardstock last night. Hopefully my order gets here during the week and not weekend. I ordered a whole bunch of stuff and I can already see Matt's face. I love it. That's too funny. Yeah, maybe. I don't know how early you placed it. Well, if you placed it yesterday and if it didn't ship already yesterday, unless you chose 2-day, you know that you can choose 2-day depending on the size of your order. It can be as little as an additional $20. I think a $500 order, I think it goes up, but I don't know how much. But anyway, so my time frame is always the day that it ships. It's here 4 days from that. So now it's been changing because UPS and the post office and all that, they've actually been delivering on Saturdays and Sunday. I actually got your club, Sherry. I got the orders on Sunday. But anyway, so if it shipped yesterday, or even if it shipped yesterday, you wouldn't get it till Monday or possibly Saturday, Sunday. So it won't be here by Friday. Like, if it ships on Monday, then Friday, yes. So that's my time frame, or that's what has been happening in the past. Okay, so if you have any questions on that sale, let me know. That even counts towards if you order a starter kit. I'm saying that funny. You can't just order a starter kit. You have to sign up. So you have to join my team. But all those prices count for that. So you get an even bigger savings than what the kit deal is right now. So, all right, so I'm going to do my randomizer, or I will completely forget it. So anybody who's watching me for the first time, when I come live every week, every Wednesday morning at 10:30 Eastern Time, and the projects that I make, I give away. So to be able to be in a drawing for that, you need to share my video to your timeline, and then come back and tell me that you shared it, because Facebook is goofy sometimes, and even if we're friends, I can't always see your notifications, or is that the right word? Anyway, I don't always see who actually shared. Okay, so I'm starting my randomizer. I have 2 projects from last week, and I'm starting it. Oh, Sherry Moore, woohoo! You're my winner. Okay, Sherry is number 1. Congratulations. Okay, pick another name. I have one more randomizing to do. And Jamie Rose. Yay. Didn't you win last week too, Jamie, maybe? Not that you've seen anything in the mail from me yet. Oh my goodness, I have so many things that I need to work on like that. Okay, going back to there. You are welcome, Sherry. Okay, so now I'm ready to share things with you. So I was inspired by, you're welcome, Jamie. I was inspired by my friend Jamie Sales. She shared a card or 2. I don't remember if she shared it on our team page. She's an adoptee of mine. I don't know if she shared it on our team page or if she shared it on something of hers. But anyway, she had a really cool card that I just loved. And it's not usually my style of doing things, but I just fell in love with it. And I used it for our shoebox swap this weekend. We had on stage with some of my team members. It was on stage at home. We didn't go anywhere. We're hoping that on stage next year we will be going somewhere. But this year we were just at home, and we did a shoebox swap afterwards. And so I sort of did this. It was the kind of stamp set that makes me not want to color so much, and so I choose other ways of dealing with it. And her technique was it was like watercoloring, watercolor wash. So so I'm going to be using these. It is they're now called water painters. There's 3 different. I should put the camera down and I'll show you. You might be able to see them better that way. So I will show you. First of all, I'm going back to a favorite of mine, and I'm not even using my favorite parts of it. But I needed to use the I gotta remember the name. Love of Leaves. I'm not even using the stitched dies, but I love the stamp set, and so I'm going to use that. And then I have another one, brand new product, that I'm going to show you with this technique. So I need to get you down here. My magic wand, backwards, upside down. And now I totally have to bring you down. I'm sorry, because I had to move my phone so weird. Okay, so I gotta see where is a good place for this. Okay, so I'm gonna be using our water painters. There's 3 different brushes of these, and I sort of like the medium one best. I think that's what I used. Well, that's what I'm going to use. Yeah, it's what I used. Okay, so there's a fine tip. Can you see it? There's the fine tip, and then a medium tip, and then this big wide brush tip. And I like the medium one best. Oh, that's the big one. So just showing you these. And honestly, I forgot how... I don't know the price. If any demonstrator or anybody who has their catalog knows the price, you can let us know, please, because I did not look it up and I don't recall it. I know the other ones used to be 16 or 17. I don't know what these are. So I'm using Love of Leaves. Here's the stamp set. It's kind of close, but it'll help for when I'm actually stamping, maybe. And I also already used, this is the, I'm going to leave this in here. This is the Time Worn Type embossing folder. It's a 3D, and I love the texture on it. There's actually words in there, but I don't pay attention to the words so much other than not wanting them upside down. There's something about harvest, but anyway, I just like the texture. So I did this. I don't know if you recognize this or even knew it was in the catalog, but in the mini catalog we have some craft cardstock. It comes 6 by 6, and so I did that to this, and then I also did it to Shimmery White. So Shimmery White is a good cardstock to use if you don't have, I still haven't bought, what's it called? No. What do you watercolor? Watercolor paper. What do you watercolor on? Duh. If you don't have watercolor paper, this is another good kind of cardstock to do. It's sort of between white and vanilla, but it has some shimmer to it, and it's got a good thickness, so it's good for watercolor. So what I'm going to do for this one, I'm using Blackberry Bliss, and I'm using this Great Big Leaf. For some reason, this is the one that I just really like. I'm using this Great Big Leaf. Hi, Dina. And I'm inking it up. Notice how I'm just pouncing it. I am not pressing it. I'm not pushing it. We were struggling with that last night. And I'm going to stamp it on this texture. And just sort of hold it there. Thanks for sharing already, Dina. I'm going to hold it on here a little bit. And then it looks kind of splotchy, but that's the way I wanted it. So I'm going to close this before I forget and have a problem. Okay, so now I'm going to use my watercolor brush. And I always start it out on my hand. I always want to get it going. I don't want the full watercolor look. And I'm just going to kind of go across it. I do it on my hand again. And I'm just sort of trying to make, I'm spreading the ink that's already there. And just sort of making a watercolor wash kind of thing. And that's all that I'm trying to do for that. And I like for this way that it leaves some of the white still. You don't completely spread it. So I'm going to show you really quickly. This is one that I tried where I tried I got the paper wet first, and then I stamped it, and then I spread it. And I like how this is still defined with this one, and has all the texture still, and the white behind it. So anyway, so that is my watercolor. I'm going to let this dry a little bit before I mess with it. But both of these I'm going to tear at the bottom. This craft cardstock is especially thick, and it's hard to tear. But I like it. So the closer that you keep your fingers together, your thumbs, I keep my fingers like this, trying to do it, you have more control over how it tears. And then I need this to dry. So while it's drying, I'm going to put this this card together. So I'm using Blackberry Bliss as the base, and because of that, I'm going to put, oh, I didn't even bring adhesive over. Just a second. Thanks for sharing, Ruby. I'm going to put something on the inside. I'm not intending to, stamp on it, but I just want to be able to see whatever it is that I want to write or potentially stamp later or whatever. Okay, now again, while my stuff is drying, I'm going to do one more thing. So I'm using white ink this time on my card, and the white craft pad comes uninked now, and you have to add your ink. And I didn't bother covering my whole pad. I didn't need it. I just have a small thing, but I just sort of scribble it on here. So I just want to make sure it tends to soak in easily. So I didn't want to just waste the ink and have it soak in all the whole thing when I don't really need it. Now where's I lost my stamp. Oh, there it is. I know, I forgot the silicone mat as soon as I started, but I was careful. Okay, so I'm going to ink up this saying is, I thought of you today. Okay, so I'm going to stamp this right in the bottom corner, because I'll sort of work around it for everything else. So this is another thing that has to dry, so that's why I'm doing this first. Typically I would do my greeting later. But there's that. And now I'm going to continue with my watercolor wash. And I was really nervous to do it, Dina. But I'm not sure where it is. Oh, I see one. Okay. So again, I'm keeping my fingers close, and I'm tearing this here. Okay. Now, because there is so much texture somewhere here, did it stick? Oh, there it is. I'm using my tear and tape to put this down. So I'm going to put it on the craft cardstock and the shimmery cardstock. I'm working with this, even though I said I was going to put it on both. I'm just doing this first because I'm letting my watercolor wash dry as long as possible before I'm dealing with it. Okay, so on my card, I want this tipped kind of as much as possible. I'm avoiding my words here. So this is down. Now I really need it on here too, especially adding texture to texture. But I want to put some ribbon around it first. So I'm going with gingham. Shocking, I know. I tried all sorts of ribbon, and I want to add another one, I think. I'm going to let you guys decide if I'm going to add it or not. For some reason, I wanted the combination. I'm sort of trying to go, I don't know that you would call it shabby chic, but I sort of have some fancy and some not so fancy. Or that's what my vision is, I guess I'll say. So I did left over right, right over left. When I'm trying to flatten this knot, then I can hold it and pull, and then it flattens it the rest of the way. Okay. So we're gonna trim, oopsie. Gonna trim this. So I did this part before I put my tear and tape on. They're not even, because then it will hold my ribbon in place. Doing it after. Okay. So now I'm going to put my tear and tape across here. So I'm putting, it's still, but it will be fine. So I press that down, go across it to smooth it a little bit. It helps make sure that it will stay there when I'm trying to pull the backing off. Okay, now, quick before I put this down, oh, I didn't cut a piece, just a sec. I want to cut a piece and show you, see what you think of it. So I just got this gold shimmer ribbon. It's not long enough. I shouldn't have cut it. Just a sec. I just got this gold shimmer ribbon. It was on back order or non-orderable, I don't remember. And I don't know, I just wanted to combine these two, but I don't know if it looks dumb. I made a card with it like this, but I want to see. I like how the gold is against the Blackberry Bliss. And so this is how the card's going to go. What do you think? Do we stick with the gold or do we go no gold? I'm going to wait and have you tell me. It's hovering above my card. If I stick it no gold, Terry says no gold. Sherry loves the gold. We're 1 and 1. So you love the gold with this card? I only have 2 votes. I need 1 more vote. Got to break this tie. Nobody wants to go in. Yes, I do. All right. Okay, well, I'm going for it. Because you responded twice. Carrie likes the gold. Cool. All right. So I didn't even need any extra adhesive because my tear and tape is holding it down. So now I just want to, I want to trim it a little bit differently. So I'm going to make them go the same, the ends go the same direction. All right, so here's my card. I was going to try putting on gold metallic pearls. I've been working with those lately. Or champagne rhinestones, and it sort of made the rhinestones and the pearls look pinkish instead of gold. There was still a tie, but I went with it. So I'm just keeping it like this. I'm not adding any more bling. I got the bling with the gold ribbon. Thank you. I'm glad that you like it. Okay, so now, so that was my first one. No, oh, before I go, I'll show you. My original vision was using Mary Merlot, and it just got too pinky. This actually, I forgot how this got so. Oh, I know. This was actually from a blending brush, but it was still sort of more pink than what I wanted. But I just thought I would show you a different color. Okay, I don't need my cushion under here now because I'm not using photopolymer anymore. Okay, So the next thing that I'm going to show you, just a sec. The next thing I'm going to show you is brand new product that will be available starting January 4. We got to pre-order this as part of On Stage, and we used it for some make and takes, and I used it on my shoebox swap. So this is called Blessings of Home, and as you can see, it's a coloring one. I'm not huge into coloring, as you know, but this technique that I just did was kind of cool with it. So the saying that I'm going to use with it is, you are a real blessing to everyone around you. I love that. Oh, and there's have a perfect birthday. We can get through anything together. What a beautiful day for love. Oh, and thank you for inspiring me. I tended to use just the thank you. I just ink up the thank you. And the way that you can do that easily is, I should show you. If you have your stamp mounted on your block, excuse me, take your ink pad and add it like this, so you can just go as far as you want to rather than taking your stamp and going like that. Excuse me. Okay, so now, man, just a second. Okay, so then here are some dies that go with it too. Cuts out the great big flower, the smaller flower, and then some extra like pieces and parts of flowers and vines and stuff like that. So I'm also using some designer paper that is from it. So these are my color. This is my color scheme. So here is the designer paper that I chose. This is from this same suite, Heart and Home or something like that. And so this is going to be what my card is using. So this time I do want to do my watercolor wash first. So I want to make sure that I have all my purpley out of it. So I'm just running it off on here. And then I'm getting it started on my hand again, and I'm washing the covering this with some water. I'm spilling water off my hand onto my workspace. Just sort of trying to get that out of the way. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is, this is Cinnamon Cider. That's the color that's in this designer paper. And I'm going to ink up this stamp. When I'm using such a big block like this, this is actually the E block for both of these big flowers. I leave the block in place and pounce my ink pad on it. So I'm going to press this down. I sort of want to hold it there a little bit. Now with the water down already, it's already going to be sort of bleeding. And then I'm going to take this, my watercolor, my water brush, water painter again, and I'm going to go across it. I'm not getting enough water. So I'm just trying to spread this color, but I want it to look blurry. That's the look that I'm going for. It's not just I'm not just trying to like color in the flower with the edge of the flower ink or whatever. So I'm totally making that blurry, and you can see how the color is just sort of spread again to make a watercolor wash. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry a little bit while I put my, yeah, thanks. It's definitely different compared to like even the other browns and stuff like that. So I'm going to put my card together while that's drying. So this is the designer paper, and I am going to grab my silicone mat now. I saw where it was. Okay, so I'm going to put this down in the corner here. And I'm going to put this on the inside. I don't think I did anything on the inside of this one either, but again, I just want to be able to see whatever writing or other stamping is on here. So did I tell you again, this is not watercolor paper. This is the shimmery cardstock again. It actually goes well with this sort of orangey color. It sort of makes it like a vanilla looking or whatever. Okay, again, while that's drying. So this is something I haven't done in a long time until just recently. And it was inspired. I was asking favorite colors of my team because I gave them gifts, and I was decorating with ribbons of their favorite color. So, and one of the girls said that she liked the soft succulent and evening evergreen, which I love. And so I used both ribbons, and I like this look, and I haven't done it in a long time. So I'm going to use both of these ribbons and tie a knot around here. Oops, this is not long enough over there. I feel like it's been years and years since I've done this, and I feel like I used to do it kind of often. So I'm still doing the left over right, right over left to tie a knot. It's a little bit harder with two of them, but it looks cool. Oh, by the way, this is Pale Papaya, which obviously, since it's got the orangey tone, goes well with the cinnamon cider. There is ribbon that goes in this suite. You are ready to vote on which color. Sorry, not this time. There is ribbon that goes with this suite. Stampin' Up! Brought back the denim ribbon. That's part of the suite. But I like black and gray, and I didn't want that. Thanks for being ready though, Jamie. I appreciate that. Oops. Okay. So they get all tied together, but you kind of want them all showing separately so you can see the coolness of all that color. And I'm sliding it over because of where this is going to go. So I have it way over to the side. Okay, now I'm still letting it dry a little bit. Let me get rid of this stuff. Oh, I need dimensionals, and I know I have some close. Just a sec. That was something that I forgot to pull. Actually, it's probably somewhere here on this table, and I just don't see it. Okay, so this is, the black is going to be mounted underneath my shimmery cardstock, but I'm just doing this part first. Again, still letting it dry. So, you know that I'm not shy about dimensionals. So I'm going to get them on the corners and in the center. And then I can put this down on my card before I'm even ready with it, with the stamped part. So I wanted to move this over so that I have room here for this. Okay, so now we did everything else. Hopefully this is, Oh yeah, it's fairly dry. Pretty good. Okay, forgot to close my cinnamon cider. And I need my black StazOn and my stamp. You are a real blessing to everyone around you. So I'm going to ink this up. Now this one, we don't want this one to spread, so that's why we wanted to totally wait until it was dry. I feel like I inked it up badly. Okay, so we're going to put this here. Cool. All right. Then, it is still damp. I don't think that it will spread, but it's still damp, so I'm going to use tear and tape for this. There's no reason because of texture other than it's damp and rounded and whatever, because I sort of added a lot of water to it. So, because I was trying to get it to spread the way that I wanted it to. Okay, so that will help everything to stay down. Okay, so then this goes underneath here. So I made a really tiny border on here. I really like when my border is only, well, the difference that I cut between one size to the next is only 1/8 of an inch. So that's the border. Now, one last thing. This is not a new product. This is actually in the full catalog right now, but it went well with this. It has the beads and this this designer paper. We have these. They're called Bumblebee Trinkets, and I thought that this would be perfect for this. Oh, I should show you though. Do I have it up here? I'll show you. These are the matte dots that are part of this suite. There's black, basic gray, vanilla, and white. But again, I wanted the bees, so that's what I grabbed. So I need to do this. Okay, it's so weird. We kept seeing people use mini glue dots on screen, and they were pulling them right from here. And so I don't know if we had a temporary supplier for these. I hate them on the inside here. I like them to be on this part of it. But the ones that I have right now are like that. So there we go. There's my card. Can you see the bee? Okay. So that's all that I have. So I'm going to pull you up. It's going to be a struggle again, getting you back to where you need to be. Okay, upside down, backwards. And sorry, close your eyes if you have to. Because this thing is just annoying right now. There. Okay, now we're good. Okay, so here's my card. I like that one. And then, thanks. I know, I love the bees on the cards too. But it's funny, I hadn't used it yet until, even though we've had it in this catalog this whole time, this is the first time that I used them. I hadn't pulled them out. And then where's my other one? Oh, here it is. Thank you for sharing. And then here's my other one. All right, so that's all that I have for you today. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Well, obviously the kit, I told you about that. There's some classes that are coming up, including I have, it's actually a Saturday morning this year. Every year we've been having a, thanks for sharing, Jamie, an ornament exchange, a Christmas party / ornament exchange. There's no cost to it, but you need to bring 2 things. One is you need to bring one ornament that you've made. It doesn't have to be Stampin' Up! Products. It can just be something that you made, handmade. And then the other thing is a dish to pass. So we're doing, I think it's scheduled for, thank you, Pam. I think it's scheduled for 10 a.m. probably. I just don't have it in front of me suddenly, but I'm gonna look. I just remembered where I do have it. So you can join us Saturday, December 4, 10 a.m. RSVP deadline is December 2. Bring a handmade ornament and a dish to pass. So what we do is we pass we pass around the ornaments. I usually try to have a game, and we pass the ornaments, and so you get to take home a different ornament than what you brought. And I have a simple stamping project, and we snack, and yeah, just have fun. So we're doing it on a Saturday morning this time. So I would love it if you joined us. I also have, an all occasions card class, and my penguin class is closed. That will be next week. Oh, and I have a Christmas stamp camp. Christmas Stamp-A-Stack yet. One more in December, in case you're interested. So, thank you for joining me today. I don't know if you guys have aqua painters, and I didn't even tell you about them. The water painters is what they're called now, but you open this barrel and you can put water in the top of here. So then oops, I'm doing it wrong. They made it backwards somehow. I don't know why, but like the normal way that you would unscrew, it's the opposite of that. So all three of these are like that. So I don't know if you have anything like that, but they're kind of fun for once in a while. And definitely good for making a watercolor wash. You can't really do that with a blender pen or whatever. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for sharing my video, and I will see you again next week. Have a great one, and stay dry. Have a good day. Thanks. Bye.